Hi there. Imagine a child sitting pencil in hand, creating drawings surrounded by loved ones and relatives. Now, imagine that same child one day using those drawings and those lessons to create the blueprint for a tombstone that one of those relatives lives in. My name is Jesse, and I'd like to introduce you to myself and share a little bit about my life. So, three important parts of my life, I believe, is one, first and foremost, my love for drawing. The second would be a special memory that I have with my grandparents. And last of all, my future plans as a psychologist. So I believe that my story is important because it can show how personal passions can shape the path of your future. So drawing, first and foremost, one of my favorite hobbies, is something that has taught me a lot of consistent lessons throughout my life and also has helped me in very many meaningful ways. So I'd like to first and foremost begin with drawing. So when I was little, I used to sit in my room and I used to draw and I used to be around all my loved ones and my grandparents. And throughout my life, they used to encourage me. They would praise all my work, no matter how small or big it was. They used to encourage me to keep going even though I wanted to quit. At times it seemed as though they were the glue that was holding me together. That very same support helped me in my journey to start drawing. So I stuck with it. I started making things that are a little bit larger, a little bit more detail, a little bit more attention. Now, according to a 2016 article by Jennifer Drake from the University of New York, it indicates that artistic activity actually helps with reducing stress levels. So I believe that through my drawing, it taught me patience and attention to detail. So, drawing became a little bit more significant for me than just a pastime hobby. And it also created a very good connection between me and my grandparents. So, a special memory with my grandparents. I remember all the times that I used to lay in their living room when I was over at their house and I used to create drawings for them. I'd give them as gifts, I would give them to show off my talents. Sometimes I would do it just for a nice pat on the back. But nonetheless, no matter the reason, it was always something that brought us together. Fast forward a little bit, years later, my grandparents actually unfortunately passed away. My grandmother was first, and when she passed, my grandfather gave me a task. It seemed pretty difficult at the time, but he asked me to design a tombstone for him and his wife. So, I ended up actually creating the tombstone that they now lie in today. So, the memories and lessons I gained from my grandparents during their life inspired me to pursue future goals. The same future goals that I have today currently at Kaiser University. Now, my future goal would be to become a psychologist. Using the lessons that I've learned throughout my life, I believe that I would be a great asset to help other people. According to a 2024 Neuroscience Institute of Chicago article written by none other than Wilma Bainbridge, drawing can enhance memory and improve motor skills. So my experience shows that powerful creativity can be used to process emotions, something that I have learned throughout my life and I think could be a valuable asset to other people. So, in my future plans as a psychologist, I believe that I can incorporate art therapy into my practice. Combining psychology and creative practices, I think that it can help other people learn the same lessons that I've learned and help process other emotions. So, today I've talked a little bit about my life. I have told you of how I created just one simple hobby into something that I can use as an actual practice. This is something that's important to me because of lessons that I've learned from my grandparents. So, today, when I tell you about my hobbies, I hope that it can show you too that just by having one simple passion, you can create something that will help drive you in the future and lay out a path for you, just as I did. And also, I believe that it is a great way for me to honor my grandparents as they lie. Every day I am reminded of how my personal hobby has created a lifelong path for me. Thank you.